if your goals really matter to you, like the way you say that they matter to you, then you would just figure out a way to get it done. Fiber is that girl that everyone thinks protein is.
Then I get a text come through, so I show you what my legs can do. Sweet melody, wind up your body for me. You love it, baby, girl, you know me need it. Let me fight for it, be a cheater.
Guys, and welcome back to yet another Discipline Diary. I'm gonna take y'all along with me over the next 2 days because a lot of y'all have been curious as far as my routine is concerned when I am working overnight in the ER. So I figured, why not take you along with me so I can show you since I work these next 2 days. So let's get into some things in this episode. But before we get into today's video, if you've never seen my face before, hey girl, hey, my name is Janae and I make a lot of content focused on fitness, wellness, and self-development and helping you and I live our best healthy and active lives. So if that sounds like something you're into, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you're following me on TikTok and Instagram. Like this video if you like wellness content, and comment down below and let me know, what does your work life look like? Like, are you in healthcare? Are you a tech girly, HR? Like, what does your work life look like? So this week I work Tuesday, Wednesday. And so I just woke up. It's 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm about to hit a gym session. I don't have to run today, but I do have to run tomorrow, which I don't think I'm going to do my run tomorrow because I'm going to be tired tomorrow. So I should do my run today. Yeah, I'm going to do my run today and get my steps in tomorrow instead of doing it the opposite way. And here's the thing, when it comes to your fitness routine, depending on what's going on in your life, make pivots, adjust. It will be okay. So because I know myself and I know I'm going to try to sleep as much as possible tomorrow, I'm not going to do my run tomorrow. So I might as well do it today since it wasn't on the program. So today is going to be a short 30-minute run, and I'm also doing back and bicep. Though I hate running on the treadmill, since I'm already up and going to the gym, I might as well knock it out. If this was later in the day, I probably would have ran first outside and then hit the gym. But since we're up at 5 a.m., let's just get it all done now, especially since it's a short run. I am dressed and ready to go. Let me put on my shoes and we're out the door. Before I go, let me just go ahead and get started and take my morning vitamins. Oh, I'm also going to throw my electrolytes into my water, which I always have sitting next to my bed. If you watched the previous vlog, then you know this. This is my little cheat code to staying on top of my hydration goals. It's by keeping my water bottle near me as much as possible. So let's go ahead and throw some electrolytes in here. And I'm going to take my calcium and my vitamin D3. Let me go ahead and take out the meat for dinner as well. Then this is my mini gym bag from Honor Active. I just have my gym gloves in here today since it's back and biceps, and my knee straps. And then I'm also going to take my headphones that's been charging. Since I am running and weightlifting, I'm going to make sure that I eat a little something before my workout. So I'm going to eat this on the way. This is my favorite protein bar. If you're not new here, then you know that.
I but I get tired of running. Fuck it, now I'm running with you. With you, so I'm trying to reach mama on Sunday. Tonight, on Monday. I need one else, babe, 'cause I'll be switching up positions for you. Kitchen and I'm in the bedroom. I need a look this way, I'm coming through. I'm out of love, and then I wouldn't know that I wouldn't go. Searching for you. Getting in the kitchen and I'm in the bedroom. I need a look this way, I'm coming through. I'm out of love, and then I
Workout so good. Ain't nothing like a good workout. Like, and back and biceps are my favorite days, like my favorite muscle group. So it's my favorite day of the week. So I really like be going in on those days. And then I finished it with a treadmill run that honestly wasn't that bad. It isn't, I mean, I prefer to run outside, but the treadmill isn't that terrible. It at least serves a purpose as far as me keeping my consistent running pace, and then like for speed intervals, I'm able to do it on the treadmill and it's more specific. So I guess it wasn't that bad. But now I'm off to the house to start my mom duties. You know, a lot of people ask me how do I do it all? How do I like pour into myself in the way that I pour into myself and focus on my fitness and stuff, especially as a wife and mother? And I'm like, you know, sometimes it comes at a sacrifice sometimes, and I don't even think of it as a sacrifice because I'm benefiting myself. So anything that's a benefit to myself is never going to be a sacrifice, but there are some things that are suffering. So, you know, maybe it's my sleep, the fact that I'm getting up at 5 in the morning to go work out. But then again, am I really sacrificing my sleep? I need to learn to go to bed on time so that I can get the proper amount of sleep. So there's a shift. It's a shift in the way you do things, the way you view things. And, you know, it's if your goals really matter to you, like the way you say that they matter to you, then you would just figure out a way to get it done. Like time blocking is what exposed that to me. Like when I really sat down, and you can use like Google Calendar and like actually plug in the things that you're doing, plug in your non-negotiables. Like, you know, you have to get the kids ready from this time to this time, and factor in the time it takes to get ready, the time to drive them, to time to drop them off, traffic if that's a thing. Like, you know that these things happen 5 days a week. Plug it in. Or you know you go to work from this time to this time, and you also have to factor in getting ready for work, driving to work, driving home from work. Like, put the non-negotiables in, and you'll still see how much time you have. You can plug in the time that you want to be sleeping per day. Shoot for 8 hours per day. Plug that in. You'll still see you have a lot of time left. Plug in, you know, how long it takes for you to make meals, cook meals, all that stuff. And if you finding that you're spending too much time cooking meals, get into meal prepping. I just talked about the benefits of meal prepping in my previous episode, and how it's actually honestly not that bad, and how I'm going to be doing it a lot more. But you'll still see, even with that, you'll still see that you actually have more time than you say you do. You're probably spending your extra time constantly scrolling on the phone. So learn how to, habit stack. Learn how to also habit stack. Habit stacking is so beneficial. So as you're working out, maybe instead of listening to music, which is something that I do sometimes, like if it's an early morning workout, then I'll listen to music because it's pumping me up. But most of the time I'm listening to a podcast. I'm listening to an audiobook. I'm knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone. Like, I'm constantly learning something new while also working on my health and my body and my mental health. So I'm listening to something, I'm doing my physical activity, or even right now when I'm not sitting here chatting with y'all, I normally have my phone plugged in and I'm listening to a podcast, or I'm listening to a YouTube video, an audio book as I'm driving. Like, I really don't watch a lot of TV unless I'm watching it with my husband, and even him is like, he hates watching shows with me because he'll know I'll take forever to watch a show because I just don't be in the mood to watch TV. So like, but I will watch YouTube and I will watch stuff that I'm like, you know, that's going to pour into me the way I want it to pour into me. So when you're finding that you don't know how to do things, you don't know how to, you know, work on yourself, or you just don't have the time to work on yourself, especially as a wife and a mother and stuff like that, like think about the times that you have to do it, and then think about when you're doing things, what else can you be doing on top of that? And that is honestly like my little cheat code to getting things done. And when I rest, I actually do rest. I don't think about what's the next thing that I could be doing, because resting is important as well. Also, I think it's very important to know the type of person you are. I know for a fact I am a natural morning person. That is just me. I can get up, and once I'm up, I'm up. I've been up since 4 a.m. Like, I just went to use the bathroom, could not go back to sleep, because once I'm up, I'm up. I don't have to rely on coffee. I don't have to rely on tea. I don't drink pre-workout before my workouts. I don't do any of that because I'm a natural morning person. So knowing that about me, I use that to my advantage. That means I'm getting up early to go work out. That means like, and when I get up early to work out, I get the kids ready, they go about their day or whatever. I can finally shower, eat something, you know, get myself all the way dressed, put on makeup, do my hair and all that stuff. And by then it's like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I still have the entire day ahead of me, and I have already poured into myself, and then I got everyone else ready, and then now I have hours to again pour into myself. You know, my work schedule allows me a little bit more time during the day, but like even still, like you can sit there, you know, get your work done if you work during the day, and figure out times during your day that you could maybe do something else. Like when I'm at work, I'm super busy in the ER, but like I do have down moments too. And when I have those down moments, I'm sitting there and I'm editing my short form content for TikTok and Instagram. And if you're not following me on TikTok and Instagram, make sure you follow your girl. But I'm sitting there and I'm editing that content, or I'm editing my YouTube videos at work. Like my coworkers are like, there she go. Like they already know. So like I find ways to still continuously be productive so that when it's time for me to turn it off and give my family the attention that they need, which I try to, like when I'm doing my content creation stuff, especially if I'm not going to work, like I try to get everything that I have to do done before everyone comes home, because come 5 o'clock, I'm not sitting there scrolling. I'm not sitting there on TikTok live. I'm not sitting there and commenting back. I'm not sitting there and doing nothing as much as I can. Like I'm trying to be active in my kids' life and my husband's life, because we only got a couple hours together, and then I'm off to sleep because I have to get up early again. Like we both get up early to go work out and pour into ourselves. So, you know, just think about that. Think about like the type of person you are and make it work to your benefit.
Right here.
I know. Go ahead.
Ready to go to school?
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's go. Your sister got a heart and it's a big one? Yeah? Aww. She's so cute?
Yeah.
Aww. You love Sissy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Sissy too.
I love Daddy too.
You love Daddy too?
Yeah.
I love Daddy too. What about me? Oh, it's an afterthought. You love Mommy?
Yeah.
I love you too, baby. I'm eating some breakfast before I take Danny to school. And this is honestly my lunch meal prep, which is the tuna salad that I prepped a couple episodes ago. I just really didn't feel like cooking right now. And so what I'll end up doing is just cooking breakfast for lunch later. because you don't have to eat certain things just because it's breakfast. Like, I'll eat breakfast whenever. But right now, I was starving and hungry. I just dropped Danny off to school, and I just finished my breakfast. So now I'm going to shower, work on my water, and get in the bed and heavily edit some content because I have a lot of videos to catch up on. Like, the videos I've been referring to are still not up. So I need to do that for y'all. I will catch y'all later. Hi guys, it's been a few hours. I've been taking it easy. Like I said, I was doing lots of editing, but I am starting to get hungry, but not hungry enough to want lunch. So this is the perfect opportunity to get some micronutrients in because that's just as important as your macronutrients. So I'm gonna have me a Korean pear. It's just a basic standard Asian pear. I swear there's like 3 different names for it. But this is what it looks like, and it is so sweet, so juicy, and packed with fiber. Fiber is that girl that everyone thinks protein is. I'm just gonna let you know that right now. Fiber is truly that girl. And when you add the two, combine the two together, that protein fiber mix, yeah, that's the real tea. I'm going to take my multivitamin now, and then I'm also going to grab a bottle of water because I did finish my 40-ounce one. So I'm doing good with my water, staying on track with my meals, having my micronutrients in. I don't do a good job with staying consistent with eating fruits and vegetables. And so that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm trying to reserve my snacking for that, like for fruits and vegetables, or even add it to my meal. So when I have my lunch later, which is going to be breakfast, I'll probably throw some spinach in because it was like a little bit of romaine lettuce and tomatoes in that tuna salad, but just like not enough. Like, I at least try to get at least 1 serving, if not 2, of fruit and like 3 to 4 of vegetables per day. Do I do that? No. But that is what I'm striving for. So, yeah. Back to editing. Make some lunch, but I wanted to show you how I get ready for work beforehand. So I always lay out my clothes, and then since I work back to back, I lay out my second set of clothes along with my workout stuff because I do work out during my lunch breaks. And then let me show y'all my work bags. And then I have my work bag here where I always carry my laptop and my iPad and stuff to do some editing while I'm at work. Because again, I make sure to be productive on my downtime. And then this is my actual gym bag, which I already posted a video of my gym bag on my YouTube. I'll link it in the cards above. But I already have my workout stuff that I'm going to use for the morning. For lunch, I'm having breakfast, which is 2 slices of uncured turkey bacon. I get this from Costco. Uncured turkey bacon is so much better than regular turkey bacon. I promise you. I will never lie to y'all. It tastes so much better than the regular stuff. I really did not like regular turkey bacon. And then I tried this. Game changer. And then the other day I did my meal prep, which I prepped these protein bagels right here. They're all on my TikTok and Instagram already, all of the recipes on how to make it. But I'm just going to have a plain one along with the egg. And I need to grab the microgreens, and that's it. Outside the things that a man to be done. Outside the things that was cause each other. I'm also gonna throw a slice of thinly sliced cheddar cheese on here, and that is going to be lunch. Look at that, so good. Let me give you the macros on this. 46 grams of protein. Yeah. Only 338 calories. I love a runny yolk. I've always been a fan of a runny yolk. As a kid, I used to always request my eggs as sunny side up, and I still do to this day. Comment down below, let me know. Because I talked about this in a separate video. A lot of people were like they weren't a fan of runny oats. I love runny yolks. it's time for my next set of vitamins along with my creatine. Creatine is new to my journey, especially with me trying to pack on muscle and hitting the gym and all that stuff. So I tend to forget to take it, but I am going to take it along with this zero Gatorade pouch to give me a little bit more electrolytes for the day. And then I'm also going to take my last set of vitamins, which is my calcium and my biotin. I had to tell myself that if I was going to take creatine, I need to do a better job at my water intake. I have to hit 96 ounces of water every day at minimum. So yesterday was the first day I took it. I hit 100 ounces of water. Today, with me going to work, I never really struggle with my water intake when I'm at work. So I'm not really, pressed about it too much, but I still just want to stay on track with it. So with this water bottle, that's 72 ounces for the day. So I'm still doing good. It's only 3:23. And like I said, I go to work later. And for a snack, I'm going to have a serving of baby carrots and 2 of these little baby cucumbers that I like to get from Costco. And then I have a cheese and a little meat stick for protein. And yeah, back to relaxing. I am in the middle of getting dinner together for the kids and myself before I head off to work. But something that I like to do is pre-plan my food for tomorrow so that I know what it is that I'm eating, so I'm not making last minute decisions. And so I already know I'm gonna have my meal prep, which is the tuna salad again for lunch. I'm gonna have the same dinner that I'm having tonight, which is meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and some type of vegetable. So I already know that. I already plugged it in so that it can already take account into my macros and my calories for the day. What I am trying to figure out, however, is since I already know this about myself, since I'm going to be up and I've been up for the last 24 hours, over 24 hours by the time I get off of work, I need to figure out my snacks and my breakfast for the morning. And so I know I'm going to go to the gym. It's going to be a light gym session as it's just going to be abs. So I don't really have to fuel my body hard. So I'm just going to take a small protein bar. And I'll probably have that and a little protein stick to just give me some extra protein beforehand. And then after I'll eat a pear because it will satiate me. It's so filling. And then I'm going to probably eat breakfast maybe on my last 15, at 6 something, right before I get off of work. I'm also thinking about taking a bone broth. This is extra protein as well. Just something to sip on while I'm at work and not necessarily want to chew something. It's all about being proactive and knowing yourself. And since I know myself and the temptations that are around me at work, I don't want to be sidetracked. So I want to pack as many things as I possibly can that will be beneficial to me. So I'm going to have that as well. And I'm trying to think about what I want for breakfast. I'll probably have another bagel. And I'll probably do some boiled eggs because that's something that's real easy to cook and have and eat. And it's filling. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. And the benefit of me vlogging these next 2 days and showing y'all what I eat in a days and how I'm working out while I'm at work is that it's going to keep me accountable. I only have trouble when I'm at work. So since I'm recording for y'all, I obviously don't want y'all to see me slipping. And that means that I'm actively thinking about my decisions and my choices. So another thing. I'm also packing a serving of PB2 to put onto the bagel. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to eat all this stuff. But when you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And when you're prepared, there's no excuse. I'm packing several snacks. I have my breakfast. I'm going to have my dinner. I'm packing macro-friendly stuff. So I have no excuse if I decide to slip, okay? I'm also packing my vitamins for the day, which is all the same vitamins I showed y'all earlier. As far as my creatine is concerned, I'll just drink that once I'm home tomorrow. So here is my dinner, the meatloaf with the protein sauce, mashed potatoes, and I have no choice but to eat corn, which is what the kids are eating because somebody ate my broccoli earlier. I normally don't like to pair like two type of starches. Corn is like a starch to me. So I like to have a green vegetable, but someone ate my green vegetable. So I have no choice but to eat corn because I just found out and I have to get ready to go. And so I actually, since there was extra corn, I just went ahead and threw it in my container for tomorrow too. But normally what I do before I leave out, I eat a little bit of dinner now because I'm used to eating dinner at this time, 6 o'clock. And I eat until either I'm full or like I eat half of it. And then at my first break at 9 p.m., I will eat the rest of my dinner. I do still have 222 calories left for the day. And because of that, because I want to be prepared, and I normally do still have a sweet tooth, especially after dinner and especially at work. Again, we're trying to be prepared. I'm going to pack a Greek yogurt from Too Good. And I'm also going to pack my a chocolate cupcake. I made these cupcakes 2 episodes ago in my meal prep one. These are only 75 calories, low carb, no sugar, all of that stuff. The recipe is already up on my TikTok and Instagram, so you can find it over there. But this is how I'm going to satisfy the cravings, is by 1, being prepared beforehand and making my macro-friendly stuff, and 2, bringing it with me and pairing what I want with what I need, which is protein. But I'm going to go ahead and get ready, and I will see y'all a little bit later. Just popped into the 7-Eleven right by my job so that I can get some energy drinks because I need it. I'm already feeling completely exhausted. So they had 3 for $8. So I got 3. All sugar free. And then I was walking by and I saw that they had a bag of pickle in a bag. And it was 0 calories. So I definitely went and grabbed one. Like, I need a little crunch too. But I'm almost at work. And it's Tuesday. And Tuesdays are honestly just as bad as Mondays in the ER. Like, they're just as hectic. They're just as crazy. Like, Tuesdays are filled with the people who wasn't sure if they wanted to come to the ER on Monday. That's who Tuesday is filled with. Like, honestly, Tuesdays at this point is starting to be worse than Mondays. Yeah. Okay, it's not given crazy. It's time for me to walk in. I will.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very fly. Oh my, it's a little bit scary. Boys wanna marry, looking at my dairy. Hey, you can stare, but if you touch it, I'm a fairy. Pretty as a picture.
It is the next day, and I am painfully exhausted. Like, painfully. Like, I want to take a nap and not go to the gym. It's gonna take everything in me to go to the gym, but I did come to get a little snack. I'm gonna have my pear now though. It's break time and it is cold as shit out here. Any other time I would listen to my body and rest, but because I'm at work, it's like I might as well go work out, especially because I'm doing something super light, which is core. And I'm like, every time I take a nap at work, first of all, I lay there for 20 minutes trying to take a nap. Then I panic nap and wake up like every 10 minutes. And then the next thing you know, my hour is up. And then I come back to work even more tired and cranky because I just messed it up. So I might as well go work out.
Sweeter than a swisher, mad cause I'm cuter than the girl that's with you. I don't gotta talk about it, baby, you can see it. But if you won't, I'll be happy to repeat it. My name is Carrie, I'm so very fly. Oh my, it's a little bit scary. Boys wanna marry, looking at my dairy. Hey, you can stare, but if you touch it, I'm a fairy. Pretty as a picture, sweeter than a swisher. Mad cause I'm cuter than the girl that's with you. I can talk about it cause I know that I'm pretty. And if you know it too, then baby, sing it with me. Oh, I don't need it, I was in. No question that this girl is in. Don't hate because I'm beautiful. Don't hate because I'm beautiful. My walk, my talk, the way I trip. It's not my fault, so please don't trip. Don't hate because I'm beautiful. Don't hate because I'm beautiful.
Then they love to hate, but all the bad model
That
girls.
was such a freaking boring workout. And not even because I'm tired, even though I'm sure that has something to do with it. It's just, no, it has everything to do with me being tired. It was so boring. I was so bored, but I got it done. That's all that matters. So now to finish off work, I'm actually kind of hungry too. So I'm gonna maybe eat my eggs, but I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna take my boiled eggs, my beef stick, and then sip on some bone broth while I'm out there. And I'm almost done with my water, so I'm gonna drink some electrolytes next. And I have my bagel with a diet ginger ale. I'm so tired. Finally off, and y'all, I'm pissed off as hell. I'm gonna tell you when I get in this car. Y'all might not get 2 days in a row of me working. Y'all might not get that because I may just call out. Like, I'm so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. The night in general, like I said, like it's a Tuesday, but it actually wasn't a typical Tuesday. It was actually like, it was steady, but we didn't have a lot of sick patients. It wasn't like extremely busy. It was real chill. However, one of my coworkers done pissed me off so badly. I'm just like, ugh. So I'm one of the first people at this off-campus ER. Like, I was one of the, as far as the staff, like I was the one who opened up the building. And there's not like really a lot of us left. And so, especially on night shift, like night shift is a constant rotation of nurses, a lot of travel nurses that come through, whatever. And so we have 2 newer nurses that are actual staff nurses for night shift. And me and the charge that's there, she started as travel, then she came staff, but now she's leaving us. And so, and I've been with her. She came pretty much in the beginning as well, and stuck with us. And so there's this one particular nurse. I notice every time I work with him, I go to break at the same time every day, 2 to 3 o'clock. And every time I'm working with him and there's like an EKG that needs to get done or just something, but especially an EKG that needs to get done, I'm a tech, so I'm normally the ones that's doing it, which is fine. I really don't have nothing to do in my role as a tech here in the state of Washington. When I was in Texas, I used to be able to do a lot of things. Here in the state of Washington, they don't let you do nothing, and that's fine. I get paid to do nothing pretty much. I'm cool with that. So the things that I do, like obviously I do them, and I don't complain about it. But what I don't like is that, yeah, it takes like the workload off of you. But the way we operate as an off-campus ER is that the nurses do all of their work pretty much themselves. Like, you don't have a lot of patients. You have 2 to 3 patients. Like, and you don't have crazy sick patients. Like, this isn't your typical ER. So, like, you're literally doing everything yourself. You're stocking your own rooms. You're cleaning your own rooms. Like, there's only one tech on the floor. Like, so you pretty much are self-efficient to work in your role as an off-campus ER nurse. So I get it. Like, you know, when you do have a tech on the floor, like if there's things I can do, I do them, whatever. This particular nurse, however, it's like every time I go to break, I started realizing, like, you know, a patient comes, an EKG is there, but it's time for me to go to break. I'm telling the charge nurse. It's not like she asked me, you know, can you do this before you go to break? If she did, I would do it. So y'all know that these things need to be done. It should not take an hour. It should not take for me to come back from break and I still see it's not done. I left and it wasn't done. I come back. EKGs are supposed to be done instantly. Well, pretty instantly if especially if you're a cardiac patient, but still, it's supposed to be done. It's why it's being ordered. Why is it not done? So today, because I felt it in my soul, so I told my charge nurse, this patient comes in, they need an EKG, and I'm like, it's time for me to go to break. I'm exhausted. Y'all saw me. I'm exhausted. I tell my charge nurse, I'm about to go to break. This said nurse can do his own EKG. I'm going to break. And she's like, okay. She already picked up what I was putting down. That's the most annoying part about it. I come back, not only is that EKG not done, there's a new patient with an EKG that needs to get done as well. That patient has been there for an hour, so they must have like came like pretty much right when I was leaving. And as I hit the corner to get to the nurse's station, everybody's sitting down on their phone. The other new girl who's gonna become the new charge nurse, she's in the front wiping down all of the surfaces. Like, ma'am, you have patients you need to be taking care of. I was instantly annoyed. I sit down because normally when I go on break, y'all see I'm at the gym and I try to take advantage of the entire hour. I know when I'm come back, ain't nothing going on, so I eat, right there at the nurse's station or whatever. So I'm eating my eggs or whatever. I hear the doc say, oh, this person can go once their radiology comes back and the EKG is done. Charge nurse asked the nurse, did you do that EKG? He turns and look at me and say, did you do the EKG? I snapped. I heard it in my voice. I snapped. I said, no. What did I say? I said, no. And why wasn't the EKG done in the last hour? And I know it came off snappy. I know. And it and I meant it. And I meant it. Fuck. The fuck? It must have been so snappy that the 3 to 3 nurse, she was getting off, it's about 3:15. She got her behind up and she did the EKG in room in the one room. And I was like, you know what? Let me finish my eggs and I'm gonna get up and do that other EKG. So she does one, I do one. The two nurses that these are your patients. So yeah, so we get it done, and then he got the nerve, like 5 minutes later, he come over to me and he's like, I was just asking if you did it because I didn't know. This is your patient. What do you mean you don't know? If you don't see me on the floor and you haven't seen me on the floor, then no matter what it is that I'm doing, if I'm not there and it needs to get done, get it done. Like, the fuck? But anywho, he's like, yeah, I was just asking to see if it was done. And I was like, I'm not even looking at him. He's at the side of me and I'm not even looking at him. And he's like, yeah, and your response was a bit aggressive. As a black woman, don't you ever fix your mouth to say them words to me. Because now, okay. So I'm like, okay. Did I do something wrong? Nah, you good. Because do your job. That's what's wrong. Do your job. This is a consistent pattern. Do your job. And then the charge nurse, because later on, like maybe 30 minutes later, me and the charge nurse, we went to clean her room. And I told her straight up, I was like, I'm so annoyed. And she's like, I am too. I already knew she was. And she's like, charge nurses, they should be charge nursing. They shouldn't be doing the things, but this charge nurse, she be getting down with the get down. And so she's like, the new girl, she's supposed to be the new charge. She ain't doing nothing. She wiping down random surfaces. Meanwhile, her patient needs meds. People are checking in triage. If you're gonna be down there in triage wiping stuff, you can't pay attention. So the both of us was just annoyed. The both of us was annoyed. And she was like, she kept mentioning it to him, like mentioning it, like the EKG. So, long story short, at that point, my husband had texted me. He had woke up, he had texted me. And I instantly, he's like, good morning, babe. And I instantly was like, I'm so pissed. Like, no hide, no nothing. I'm just going in. And then I end up calling him as I'm cleaning the room, and I told him what happened. I was like, oh, I just want to call out. And he's like, okay, call out. My husband will be so quick to be like, just don't go. Just call out. Don't go to work. Like, sir, the point of me having a job is to go to work. And he'd be so quick to be like, don't go. I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful that my husband pays all the bills, so my little job is exactly that, little job. And so I really don't be caring if I do call out. So now I'm sitting here thinking about, I looked at the schedule for tonight. 2 of the nurses I do work with, I'm cool with. The charge that's on tonight is the one who be doing random things, and once I've already made up my mind about not going to work, like, it's hard for me to change it, because it's already set in stone that I'm not going. I don't know. I don't want to go. And if I call my husband back and tell him, he's still going to tell me, then I already told you not to go, don't go. I don't work until next Thursday. I really, look, nope. I don't want to go. I'm calling out as soon as I walk in this house. You know, and I could just be hypersensitive because I'm so tired. But like, nah. I'm valid. I'm mad valid in how I'm feeling. And when my charge nurse co-signed, I was like, yeah, okay. So I'm not tripping. Because if he thought he was getting an apology for me snapping on him, or in his words, being aggressive, you thought the fuck wrong. The fuck? I didn't even get to edit any of my YouTube videos. Like I told you, I try to be as productive as I can be. But when I'm that tired, all I have the mental capacity to do is to go to sleep. I text my husband like one last time. Like I said, I'm gonna ask you one more time, should I go to work? And he says, call out. Now, you know who I'm gonna ask next? I'm gonna ask Danny. I should call my mama. My mama, she's a registered nurse, so she gets it. I should call my mama, because if my mama says, yeah, you know, I'm about to call her ass right now. Let me tell you what happened that pissed me off. I only worked 2 shifts, but I'm already like, I'm about to call out this second shift, even though I don't go back till Thursday. The cherry on top, he hits me with, yeah, because I just feel like your response was aggressive. Ow! I was like,
that buzzword.
Exactly. So I'm like, bet. I'm calling the fuck out tonight. I don't give a fuck. I swear that's his response to any and everything. Just call out. Shit, you ain't gotta go. Don't go. Like, period. I don't have to go. Thank you.
I love it.
So I'm like, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about this, let me call my mama. And let me...
Take those down. We're going to say, fuck yeah. Get on my damn nerves.
Right.
Yeah, self-care, mental health.
Yes, self-care. It's a mental health day, okay?
That's right.
I have officially called out of work. Thank the Lord Jesus. I even asked Danny. I was like, Danny, should I call out? And she's like, yeah. Like, not even knowing the story. Not knowing the reason why. She's like, yeah. Since I did call out, I actually may go for a run later, but my legs are so sore from running and then leg day and then running again. And I'm pretty sure I'm like so close to 10,000 steps already, and it's only 8, not even 9 in the morning yet. Yeah, I have 7,500 steps already, and it's only 8:42. I for sure will hit 10,000 steps. If I run, I'll be well above that. But I will check y'all later. Does anyone have a hatch? Like, I've had this for almost a year now, since my birthday last May, and I have yet to really use it. So I looked up some settings to see if it will help me. If you have one, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I am awake. When I'm coming off of work, even though I'm not supposed to be coming off work because I called out, but when I'm coming off of work, I don't like to sleep the entire day away, because then that will disturb my sleep for later. So I think I went to bed right before 9, and it's 1 now. So I'm eating my tuna salad prep I'm about to have some electrolytes along with my creatine, and I just had my calcium and my biotin for the day. I'm staying on top of my vitamins lately. I've been doing a much better job at that. I actually go for my 2-year post-op checkup and get my labs done. I go for the checkup at the end of the month. So mid-month, I get my labs done. This is for March. And so I'm interested to see. I'm also going to talk to my bariatric surgeon about a consultation to plastics. We do at JBLM, which is in the state of Washington, the Army base here. We do have a plastic surgery person clinic at the hospital. And so, one, I'm just interested to see, like, you know, what they can do for me, if I can even get a referral, if they'll put that in for me. And like, yeah, like just launch that journey before I dismiss it and say insurance is not going to pay. I just want to see what can be done, see if I can, you know, go through them or whatever, what my options are. Because at this point, I'm not really losing any more weight. And even if I did, it'll just be like maybe 10 more pounds, like maybe 10, 20 more pounds. Really, I'm focused on cutting my body fat percentage. So at this point, I have been maintaining, I have been in the 160 since August of last year. So I've definitely been maintaining my weight for over 6 months. Even though I do want to cut some more weight, like I've been maintaining it. So maybe my body is just fine right here in the 160s. And I'm fine in the 160s. Like I like the way my body looks and stuff like that. And with all of my loose skin, like I have to factor that into, like, what if they take 10 pounds off of skin on me? And then, like, you know, I'll be in the 150. So, but I definitely want to explore this route. I've been doing a lot of research on lymphedema and specifically arm lymphedema, because I have, like, do you see all of my loose skin? But when I was overweight, like my arms was huge. My arms was the size of a freaking toddler leg, thigh. And so, like, as I did my research on it, I was looking at research. I was looking at my arms beforehand. My arms definitely had like that crinkle, the full, like the skin behind my elbow. Like even now you can see it, but it was more prominent and all that stuff. And so I started like, from the bariatric retreat, which I posted that vlog already, they had a lymphedema panel, but I forgot to go to it. I went to my other friends' panels instead. And so because of that, I missed out on the information, but I started doing my own research on it. And if you have like any information, or you go through it, or you know, you have a direction you can point me to, definitely let me know in the comments below. But I believe my insurance would cover the lipo and possibly loose skin from this, because like my arms would be so tiny if I didn't have, I have like all of this, like, do you see that? Like that's how my arm would look if I didn't have all of this skin. And so it's actually, I've always said I would do my arms before I would do a tummy tuck. Like I would do my arms before I would do my tummy, because my tummy to me isn't bad. Isn't like that bad to where I can just stick it in some leggings. I can stick it in some pants. It's not that serious to me, but my arms, especially being a woman, like, you know, you want to wear a halter top, you want to wear tube tops, you want to wear, you know, tank tops. And it is an insecurity of mine. Granted, I've gotten better with dealing with it and my body dysmorphia and all that stuff, but like still. Time for a little snacky snack. I'm getting some chomps. Jenny and I just been out and about grabbing things, went to Trader Joe's. Now we're about to go get Gigi and go home. It is the end of the night and I am calling it a day. I'm gonna still eat my food prep, which is my meatloaf and mashed potatoes. Sidebar, when it comes to meal prep, I think I tap out at 3 days. 3 days is the max that I can do like repetitive meals, and then it's time for something else, because today is day 4 and I still prep my meals until tomorrow because I was supposed to be at work today. And so with that, like, yesterday I was fine, but today I was like, I'm getting the ick. And so I know tomorrow I'm really going to have the ick, so that I don't get like that, because I still am making meals that I love. 3 days is the max, and then it's time for something else. And I'm sipping on my little, this is a probiotic drink. I love this one. It's only 10 calories. And I'm gonna finish my water, and that is it for the night. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon. That way you're notified every single time I post a new video. Make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. On TikTok, I'm always hosting lives and answering your questions in the moment. And on Instagram, I'm super active in my stories. That's where you'll see what I'm doing in the moment. And I have a broadcast channel over there, so make sure you follow me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.